somebody to take care of our children. Our men go on the farm to tell our we man the children. The way we used to go on the farm, at least to get cassava, you know, for the children to eat. Grupana, 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 grupana. Kendo grupana, neno me grupana, pasa grupana, especia grupana, topeso grupana, toca grupana, oyamo grupana, capela grupana, pega grupana, ele grupana, caliale grupana, ese grupana, pele grupana, ya yo grupana, ya vale singa o si ya se sona o, si ya se singa más fácil o, más feliz.
Well, folks, good afternoon again, and welcome to Radio Saclepea FM 101.5, your district giant radio, and I give voice to the voiceless, hope to the hopeless, and serving as the district communication link. We have 5 minutes dancer, 3 o'clock, and normally 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock is the biggest platform you always love to listen to Vic's afternoon on the talking point, or every afternoon on the talking point. Matthew, good afternoon again.
Yeah, good afternoon. Ryan, it's a pleasure to be here today. There's been many things to all of you who always follow us on the talking point, on via the radio, whatever means you listen to us on talking point. It's always a pleasure. Without you, we won't be here, and without us, we won't be there. So we'll be here this afternoon to let you know the happening in Liberia, in Nimba County, in District Number 7, and some part of the world. So it's a pleasure, and we hope to have a wonderful discussion this afternoon.
We hope to have a wonderful discussion this afternoon. Matthew, Conan, you are glad together. We are set in bringing you updates from the talking point this afternoon on 101.5. Couple of things keep happening in the Republic of Liberia, but we won't announce to our audience, our guests yet until they get arrived in studio. But Matthew, you listen to the breaking news, or you've been following the breaking news after 5 lawmakers cross over to the majority block. There been a breaking news. Can you break that news?
Yeah, the issue of the father because of course it was not very true. It's not very confirmed. Some of those men did not cross to the majority block, like Representative Tabukwe of District Number 9. After the rumor all around that he crossed the majority block, he was in Nigeria on ECOWAS activities. So Representative Tabukwe did not cross. Representative Tabukwe keep on saying stand with the law. The representative procedure and other representatives are the one that crossed and one of it to the majority block. So allegedly they said each of them were given 100K each to cross to the majority block, and which of course when I hear the information, when I saw them Facebook, I said it was a lie. Giving 100,000 USD to the individual to cross from one block to another is like waste of fund, wasting of funding, especially from the Liberia people and so on. So we hope the issue of the speakership thing will come to an end, because there's a lot. The country is on the sense still, without speaker, nothing will be able to go on in the country. So uh since the court ruling, where the court to I mean the court ruling in favor of Fanatic Kofa, it has been a difficult one. Where the both bloc are looking for more members after the court ruling, one of the representatives of district number 17. Yeah, I mean the representative of district number 17, DJ Blue,
Yeah.
cross to the minority bloc again. DJ Blue DJ Blue across several times from one block to another. I think the last crossing was I think 3 times. Then Madam Priscilla from Maserado district of 6, I think so. She had crossed 6 times from one block to another. So they are just crossing from one block to another. So this morning we have been seeing a rumor on Facebook that Kofa is about to resign. He want to resign and so on. There have been a rumor on Facebook since this morning on social media and so on. So this afternoon, I represent Kofa because Kofa released a statement that the issue about crossing is not or resigning is not a problem, but it should be done
Legally.
legally. Yeah, the law should take 8 course. Uh, those guys should gather the 49 person to be able to remove it, and after the removal, they should go to election again to be able to get new speaker. So now, if they remove it, one of the things that actually made me to wonder was before the majority bloc said they have removed Speaker Kofa. But after the court ruling, majority bloc again came. They said that are still looking for more members to sign a resolution to remove Speaker Kofa.
Yeah, so
You
I don't
said,
know how is the process of removing.
you said
Yeah.
before that you have removed the man. Then why come you again say you are looking for more members to get a resolution to remove the man? And so on. So it has been so confusing, and I don't know how this whole majority block thing, how actually they doing stuff and so on. So Speaker Kofa was removed illegally by them, and after the COVID, the president said he will deal with those who are COVID and so on. After then, they have been looking for members and so on. So even if speaker, I mean Richard could have more members. They will say Richard group, they will say the majority bloc have more members but no speaker. Then they will say the minority bloc has speaker but no no quorum. So it will just be somehow difficult, and before removing Speaker Kofa, it will be very difficult because he was legally elected by law. He was legally elected by those people, and everything about Speaker Kofa was legally done. But Rejekun process was not legally done. So this whole speakership thing, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to end Jenna until maybe.
Yeah, but surprisingly, the policy maker of district number 7 appeared this morning on OKFM, and of course, he stated that the current speaker, Mr. J. Funadi Kofa,
I love the taste of
I love the taste, and indeed, he's plenty of resignation that are going to be on the 12th before returning back on the 13th. And of course, that's something that I believe everyone's wait, because this quote unquote speaker issue will finally come to an end. And of course, I believe that's going to be done as soon as possible, because according to honorability, the speaker said he wants business to be done, and he is doing it in favor of the people of Liberia, and he is not doing it because he was overshadowed by the guys from the majority bloc, but rather he's doing it in the interest of the Liberia people.
Yes,
so we expect the 12th as they're going to give their request to the clerk, and the clerk will read out before they return to section on the tightening of this month. So Representative Musa Hassan Biledi stated this morning on OKFM, and of course we hope that everything will be okay, and we just come to an end of this speakership issue. Leo Dolo is following us from United Methodist University campus, and of course Jorina P is also following us from is also following us. Ambassador Timothy Danny Webeck, we are is following us. And of course, that's it. Our guys are in studio, our guests are currently in studio now. And we needed to lay the basis of some issues that are going on in the country before turning over to our guest. The guy's just a rough, and we deal with time. Time is all we go by. We have to go straightly into studio 2 now. Recently we are involved into dealing with the issue affecting the community, especially
The young people.
the young people, teens, especially the issue of one will say, why is it that the guys are very deeply involved with the issue of the intellectual forum and what have you these days? The reason is just simple. These are things that are all part of the criteria set of being a city. So we have to at times flag those issues out, and then our guys who are ahead of those very institutions will find themselves in their camp. Let's take this musical break, and we'll be back quickly to welcome our studio guests here this afternoon on the Talking Point. And of course, Dayton Jansen making his contribution on the Talking Point this afternoon. Sarah Sankara Durua of veterans, and of course, they're going to be our guests this afternoon. Abba, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Uriah Boy, and your co-host, Mavi Kona. I want to say good afternoon to the people of District Number 7 and in essential, the people of Nimba County and Liberia at large. Thank you.
Yeah. For the benefit, we are already introduced you for the benefit. You can just do a real quick introduction and then we move.
Thank you. My name is Abadekwana Yele. I am the chairperson of the intellectual class of District Number 7. I am a political activist.
Political activist. Of course, it's going to be a wonderful discussion. Sarah, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Uriah, and also let me say good afternoon to our people of District Number 7. And by the word of intro, I'm Sarah Sankara Doro, and I'm here in the capacity as the PRO, that's the Public Religion Officer of the Indomitable Intellectual Class of District Number 7. So this afternoon, I'm very excited to be in your cooling studio. Thank you.
Of course, the intellectual class of District Number 7. Yesterday was the Saclepea Intellectual Forum for Positive Change. And of course, today is the intellectual class of District Number 7. The guys will be telling us more about that intellectual class. These are things that some people actually involved into and might find interest into this discussion. Aaron Dan is also following us from the United States. Aaron, thank you so much. But Abba, what's up? You being the chairman from the intellectual class of District Number 7. What's up? How's the class?
The class is doing pretty well. And the class, our membership, cut across the entire district. Like you said, guys from the intellectual forum of Saclepea were here yesterday evening. And when you look at the forum is a subset of the class because the forum is situated within Saclepea, and then the class cut across the 48 times in District Number 7.
In a district. So that is the forum seems to be a daughter of the class, right? Yeah, that's interesting. So how is the class going?
The thing is that the class, we are engaged into a lot of things. It have been a lot of people insinuating that people who engage into intellectual activities, they are left-based people. But I want to demystify that that statement they should take it back. Intellectuals are serious minded people. We are there to provide direction for the people. So the intellectual class, we've been fleshing out some issues in the interest of the people. In fact, yesterday evening, on the afternoon conversation, were on the platform, informing the people about those journalists within the district, how they should proceed, because we have observed over the past period of time that media practitioners going against one another. And if you look at the radio is not meant for that. And the journalists, they are watchdog in society. They are there to provide the day-to-day information for the ordinary people. But then to be going against one another, insulting one another on the radio, we found out that, and then we told the people of the district there, other people being castigating all over the station, and we don't want for it to be so. We have observed that the entire district have about five radio stations. We are Radio Saclepea, we are Radio Yelama, we are Radio 2FM Saclepea, we are Radio 2FM Band, and we have Radio Zoge. So all of those radio stations been going to them, telling them, because many of those guys are on the platform, they are our friends, they are our colleagues, that you guys, we've been telling them, comrades, we want you people to live by the ABC method. The A stands for accuracy, the B stands for balance, and the C stands for credible. And we, from the angle of the intellectual class, Socrates once told me, Socrates said, to be an intellectual, because the word intellectual came from the word intellect. So before you can put forth an argument, you be having every other information under your sling. You should have the information, any other thing you say, you should be able to substantiate it. So again, I want to give my PRO a chance so that you can be able to buttress what I said.
Yeah, PRO.
Yeah, thank you. Like Checkmate regularly said, the class is doing pretty well, and we know, proud to our senatorial by-election, and we were very clear with our activity of the class. And we told our comrades that the activity of the class will be suspended because we are in political season. So we suspended the activity of the class, and now the election finished. So yesterday we congratulated the senator-elect, Honorable Koga, and also we're here to re-emphasize to also congratulate him to see our best in the work for the people of Nimba. It's not about Koga, it's not about party, it's about the people of Nimba. You know, Nimba have won and Nimba have decided. So like you regularly said, the class is involved into so many activities and some national issues. Like yesterday, we fleshed it out, and also some local issues. And we observed that they are being calling and pulling in our district, journalists, attack on journalists, even during the course of the electoral process. We understand one comrade from the revolution also attack in this number 5. So these are some of the things that we here as a class to see our best we condense the argument, because the people the professionalism called journalists or journalists are people that refer to a watchdog in society, because the people give us day-to-day information. Without journalists, some of us will not be here. So attacking them, I don't think is necessary. So we are here to condemn attack on journalists and also some national issues and local issues in our district as well.
So there has been a rumor that the Saclepea intellectual class were involved into politics. This gone bad election in Nimba. How true is it? According to information, you guys were supporting a candidate for this gone bad election.
It's not laughable. The thing is, Aristotle said once said, in a quote, Aristotle said, he said, human by nature, we are a political animal. So the class never supported an individual within the by-election. No. But member of the class supported Kennedy within the by-election. I was speaking to you, am from the United Party, not just a member of the United Party, but a hierarchy.
A
hierarchy from the NYC, the National Youth Congress of the Iowa Potent Rescue Mission. So I supported a Kennedy on the ticket of the CMC, Mark Briwon, because I see it necessary to do so, because we are intellectual. We cannot sit upon it and put our hand between our legs and allow our people to just take any other side. So again, like my PRO said, I want to use the medium to congratulate the senator-elect in person of District Number 5 lawmaker, Honorable Samuel Gombe-Koga, and all of my comrades who also supported, who also run campaign, who also propagated the message of Honorable Samuel Gombe-Koga. I want to say to them, congratulations. Nimba have won. What we can do is to come together under one umbrella to see how best our country can move forward. Kona, Matthew Kona, to respond to your questions, the intellectual class never supported individual within the election as a class, but individual within the class supported candidates.
Moving forward, will you mind telling us the leadership structure of the class?
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Ryan. And before I come to your question, let me get emphasize on the question I will ask, the previous question, right? As you know, class taking side. Like the chairman said, the class never took side as an organization or a pressure group in the district, but per politics individual, this is why we suspended our activities in the political system. We suspended all activities of the class because we understand that some of the congress when the class they have that individual candidate support. So the class never took side, but individual within the class took side. Even today, the SG when the class from Stemma Kona, Congress supported and Koga. So he has a political right to support whosoever want to support. So the class never took side in the election time. So like you said, from the angle of the class, our current leadership structure. Now, it's very clear the chairperson of the class here in person of Abba Dekwana, and I'm the PRO, and Stemma Kona is the Secretary General of the class. And also our big brother right behind here, say Bianga, also a member of the class.
Because it's been widely speculated that the class is two men, it's based around two men organization that both of you guys are the only one being member of this class. To confirm with that.
You are a journalist, so those kind of statement, when people make those kind of statement, sometimes I can't want to respond to it, because responding to it, I will be dignifying those people who are bringing those statements. And what I can say is that they will masquerade around with falsehood. Those guys, I refer to them as intellectual Akim Bobo or intellectual pedestrians who are left busy. When they see potential young people bringing people together, they want to undermine them. You know, that crab mentality, if it's not you, it should not be me. So I don't want you to dignify that. That information comes from the dusty belly of the devil. So I don't want to speak to it, because speaking to it, I'll be dignified. And that statement, I refer to it as a stupid statement. And that's a stupid statement, meaning loose statement, liquor talk.
What about you supporting CMC Kennedy? You mentioned from the onset that you personally supported the CMC Kennedy in a just and senatorial by-election. And there have also been information regarding that the class were also given a motorbike and certain amount of money by the CMC political leader honorability in order to cajole you guys to join the CMC. How true and confirm this?
Comrade, let me just come in quickly. The first thing that I told you that the class never took side. So you have a direct question, maybe to an individual or to a specific person, and the class are never involved into political activities. Yeah, because I don't want to contradict the argument, right? If individual took side, and if that individual was given certain amount, right? Maybe for that reason to take side. But let the chairman regularly say
that means that focus is actually on you and the chairman. Certain amount of money.
Also Mike Blue, right? And some of all I'm not a member of the CMC. Very clear. I'm speaking now. I'm the secretary general.
Mike Blue serve as the CMC candidate.
Of course. You have people who support that Mike Blue who not for the CMC, but they believe in the ideology of Mike Blue.
So yeah,
Afro and EFFL, I'm the secretary general for EFFL in Nimba, right? I would not jump CNC because of Mark or my support of Mark, and not because I'm a member of the CNC. Get what I say? I supported Mike Bloom as an individual because I believe in the ideology. Despite a political affiliation or whatsoever political party in contesting. So the information about receiving logistics and all of you to support Mike Bloom, the argument is lazy. If even I support Mike, there's a need I get empowerment. So come here to say, oh, you receive something before you endorse my argument is very lazy. Even the person that's saying the person can show me can you show me the fact?
Okay.
No.
So will you also telling us the class involvement into issue relating community development?
Yeah, the thing is, when you talk about community development, you know, I don't know from which perspective you are speaking from.
What has been your contribution in a community towards development?
Thank you. Development, human capacity building, it is another form of development. So speaking to you, I am a teacher by profession. When you go to Central High now, in fact, if you open your
Chairman, we are discussing the class as a whole, not you as an individual. The class as a whole should be a body or an organized body of group of people, like it's stated from the onset. And we are discussing that organized body involvement into issue of developing the community.
Thank you. This is what I'm saying to you. And the reason for which I am showing myself or calling my name as maybe a reference, it is because I am the arrowhead of the class. But when it comes to engagement, we've been going to other schools, been providing what we call a militancy. We've been providing public speaking class for other junior comrades who are still in grade school. It is another form of development. And we've been engaged in other issues that have been confronting the district. And that's why recently, we were also on the radio advocating so that the issue of what we call a vocational school can be established here. You get me? When it comes to cleaning of the street, sometimes if you open a land, the youth chair of the city will say to you that anytime they carry on cleaning up in the city, we always pack and pass. So now even in Bam, the youth chair of Bam will say to you that when it comes to working in the city of Bam, we have two cities in District Number 7. We have Saclepea and we have Bam. So every other development that is going on in Bam, the class always make sure they identify with them. In Saclepea, we always make sure we identify with them because it is our responsibility as a class to always be part of things that it is successful for the young people. Not just the young people, but the entire district, because the class is not restricted to young people. The class, anyone can be a member of the class, but I just feel criteria set that you have to go through. Number one, you have to be crime free. You have to be crime free. So to respond to your question, kind of engagement, there have been out of engagement, of being engaged into if you give me the time now to cut off law, everything will not move for just now.
So right, let me come quickly before you ask a question, right? Like you asked a very important question about class activity or community engagement, right?
Yeah.
And prior to by-election, the class we came up with our 2025 plan of action. What we think we can do for the young people and the people of District Number 7. And we started with the student community and we decided to organize a question tournament. After that, we understand that the electoral process is not easy. Now, elections have gone. We are working on our tournament and communication going across in Saclepea and Ban. We gave communication to 4 high schools in Ban and 8 high schools in Saclepea. We suspend our activity because of the political, because some of our comrades from other side were not allowed to work because at that time we're in political system. But my brother, political finish already Nimba decided to carry what we want to carry, but the class remain framed on our activities, our engagement, and we'll tell you that the question tournament we are about to organize in the district. It will be one of the biggest question tournament ever in the history of District Number 7. It's very clear. We are working on modality. So the class is giving by the class of funds to give back to the young people, to give back to the society. There are so many things that are affecting the young people in the district. And today, people are not there to work on. Of course, we understand that the class is going through some financial constraint. Now to organize a coaching tournament in the district is very difficult. There's a need if you have the issue of communication of rural school, getting coaching the other thing, if financial intensive. So this is why we are working on modality to say our best the coaching tournament and be one of the bigger tournament in the district. So we are working on things.
Okay, so from that, I during the course of the election, there were rumors that the intellectual class received huge money from CMC with motorbike to endorse the CMC candidate during that time. So will you let us know where is the motorbike? Is it true that you guys receive huge amount of money with motorbike from CMC to support Maglio?
I won't want to use the word election, because those statements, like I told you, sometimes when some junior commerce finish eating uncontrollable kobo, they just talk loosely. So what I can say is that we are young people that move at our convention. We don't move for cash. We don't go after things. The thing is, those guys who been parading with the information that we receive 150,000 or one motorbike, I don't know what is their source. They didn't ask them for their source. If they don't have any other information on their slings to substantiate those allegations level against us. The only reason for which we don't want to take them to task is because we are leader and attempt to do so. The people of the district, the stakeholder of the district who are responsible to say, oh, you people are leader of the district, you are young people, the procedure that you're talking, it is not correct. This is why sometimes it is good to allow the sleeping dog to laugh. So now we are allowing the sleeping dog to laugh. Let the guy carry the information around. We are like, I told you, the only reason I'm responding to this is because we are carrying on a funny discussion. This is why I'm responding to your questions. That's all. So the information, information that we receive 150,000 with one motorbike, that statement in a kind of modern dispensation, they kind of modern area.
That is not true.
It is not true.
Where can one find the office of the intellectual class within the district?
The intellectual class, now we have our office right to New Georgia, but then where we're using now, it is not for our also looking for area that will be duly situated and will be engaged in all stakeholders who are the area in this center part of the city, because we want to provide some good things for the young people. We want to start engaging other schools. For example, the issue of press club. People are journalists. As you live in a picture, we want for all the young people to come on board. What will be inviting you to come and provide ultimate to provide some education for the people. The issue of spelling bee, the issue of public speaking. Those are the things that we want to engage into, but to be very specific and very clear to you, we don't have our own land now, and we try to work on things to be engaging other stakeholders to help us. Because mind you, who spearheading the class financially, we are not strong enough. We are only doing it because we are young people. You cannot go out there, you call yourself an educated person, then the people cannot feel your impact. Then it means that your education is considered to be a waste. This is why we continue to engage in local activities, and we are appealing to the stakeholders at least to get up a due situated, so that we can be able to at least lobby the ones and see how we can establish our office, and other people will be able to at least get easy access to us.
So let get to know the total membership, because when your name here, I need to give a full person. Let get to know the total membership, and how can one be a member of this intellectual.
Thank you, Comrade Conan. Right? You asked a very important question. The issue about the class member to be very clear. I don't really want, because sometimes I feel sometimes when I see my junior brother, other comrades masquerading at the class on part of 2 persons. The argument is mean. Sometimes when it comes to the issue of intellectualism, I sometimes feel sometimes disappointed in some young people in the district, especially in Saclepea City. Because some of the things you will tell the initiators, oh, gentlemen, they come together, see our best and work on one umbrella. Some money we say that other money, they want to come vote for you guys to work to see how they move up to keep that dream forward, right? But some money we say, oh, gentlemen, you are doing this. But the argument is the class is on course, the class will not be deterred. The membership of the class, like I told you, object gave you the leadership structure. We don't have a permanent leadership structure yet. We just appointed a current leadership, and we are still working with. The class have member. even the proud to the Bible lesson or in ban, go to ban, even the youth or ban is the Secretary General of for the youth in ban. The Congress are waiting anytime we go there. So gentlemen, we want to be on board. We follow you guys' activities. And the two one carry the letter one time. Come there who and continue question tournament for Prophet Elijah. The Congress there, the Congress embrace the idea. And they made winning for we got to work together and told him that we appointed him as a coordinator in ban to set up and recruit people there. So the argument is, I don't get one. If we don't have a multitude of membership of the class, if 4 person or 5 people come together, you still make a change. Today, sure. Great people make a change, individual make a change to take that some of the Nimba. You get what I say? Definitely. So this around, we are calling all intellectual, all young people in the district. Can I work together? Don't say that you criticize, oh, gentlemen, you guys are no, it's not an argument. Even one person can, what Nelson Mandela was not individual today, we can remove him. Going to America, Martin Luther King. So, gentlemen, the argument, we have to work together. Young people, let's come together, let's share the idea. No one have multiple education.
Let's come together. The talking point this afternoon on 101.5. We are in conversation with the guys from the intellectual class of District number 7 with 28 minutes to go. And of course, we will have to declare the line open later.
Yeah, so before going to the line, I may come again. So let also get to know. I says this from phone there. What are those stakeholders, private, permanent citizen? You guys have been inviting to be able to talk to you. If you have been inviting them, most of them been turning out to be able to talk to the young people, at least to encourage them, to talk to them about life, or just encouragement stuff. Have you been inviting stakeholders or citizens around Saclepea to the forum to be able to talk to the young people? And if yes, have they been turning out? And what have been our contribution to the intellectual front to be able to get an office space, at least that you'll be able to see it and have that own office space to be inviting people as you guys go on?
Magic Kuna, I think you are getting something wrong.
Okay.
Huh? You continue to refer to us as forum.
Oh, I'm in class, sorry. Sorry, class.
So, like we told you, there are a lot of stakeholders that will be engaging. Even before the wakekeeping of our late hero, the late Senator Johnson, we engaged all our stakeholders. I think you saw we were in our attire, we were in red t-shirt. We engage all the stakeholders that the need cannot be disclosed here because other people do good. They don't want you carry a name on air. So we've been engaging all the people. We're in ban when they enter with the Senator Bali in ban. We're in ban almost about 37 men. We're in ban with a red t-shirt, chanting a battle cry. When we enter Saclepea here, you saw us. We marched when before the body can even enter here. We're already in Boy. We did marching from Boy here with the Senator body. Why the body was in car, but we're marching coming with a red t-shirt. Like my PRO say, when it comes to change, I am a student of history. For example, in Ghana, before Ghana can get to permanent, there was one man who took the lead, Kwame Nkrumah. Guinea. Kwame Nkrumah is the one who took Ghana to independence in 1957. Go there. Go to Guinea, Ama Sekou Touré, 1958. Yes, the one who told the issue. Go South Africa, Nelson Mandela. Go Ethiopia, Haile Selassie. Go Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta. Go Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara. So the thing is, we don't want for people where kind of myopic or arcade with the thinking that the class have to get multitude of people, it have to be 100 people. No, it should not be so. But it should be people who are willing to make change. So again, brother, to respond to you, what I want to say is that we are not a form. The form is different from the class. Yeah, I few group of guys from the class who are part of the form. the class cut across the entire district. The forum is situated in Saclepea. Thank you.
All right, so folks, that's it. We have to make it interactive a bit. But before then, are you recognized by the government of Liberia? Do you have an article in corporation that you are working on as a legal institution?
Thank you. Let me respond to that question, Uriah. The issue of article incorporation is very important to us. We know that before you operate as an organization, there's a need that you be registered to have article incorporation. And the question we asked yesterday on 2FM also tell the public that the issue of article incorporation is in process, and Councillor Gonklo, who is our legal advisor to the class, we are working with him closely to see how best to get article incorporation. This group, the intellectual class of the group of 7, is not just a mere organization. This is why we don't want to run with process. People say, oh, man, no. When it comes to politics, we understand that politics will have diverse view. Sometimes in political system, we suspend our activity because we don't want for our organization to have a counter view where members within the organization will start going along with each other. So also, gentlemen, say you have a political right, go and take your side. When it comes to the activity of the class, they work together. So the issue of the article incorporation is in process. We are working on it. We are not yet getting our article. We are working on it. Getting what I say?
Yeah.
So the issue of the class working, he asked a very good question. And for some of the stakeholders are engaging. We are engaging, we're working everything. We don't have a payment of it yet. Like in regular, we need somebody able to need Georgia. And sometimes we meet there, we have our meeting, but we have our communication because some of the prominent people in the district, even out of the district, to see how they can help us. Because when we get our office, in case of any transaction based on other things, people will come. There are so many things like in the district that today the young people of the district, even the issue of the illicit drugs, is very hard. That today see our brother taking in some of the illegal substance. There's a need that young people stay to kill some of the awareness. So we are calling all our brother. It's not about politics, it's not about where you from. Where you from party X, from party Y. Come to the class, let's work together. Bring your idea, let's share together. We'll move forward.
So have you guys also been receiving some stuff on the professional?
Yes. Before the senator wait, the former lawmaker of the district, Honorable S. W. Wadoma, he gave all 2 dozen of black t-shirts. So before we can get to the program that was held here, I mean the weight of the senator, we have 2 different t-shirts that we're using red and black. So he provided 2 dozen of t-shirts, not just him. And we are not restricted to a politician. We can make business with any other person, be it Honorable Doma, be it Musa Bedete, be the city mayor, be the former city mayor, Omar Marisonkale, be it Jerry Yangian, be it any other person within Anupayo in Ban, all of those stakeholders. We are prepared to work with them. We are not limited to a politician to say, okay, this is our political leader, because the class is non-political.
So like you said, so Honorable Duma, proud to the Senator Bearer, Honorable Duma gave out 2,000 t-shirts, and even the former mayor, Honorable Jeremiah Yangian, he was able to contribute 2,000 for other guys because the activity there. We went in ban. There's a need to come pay away and go to ban, and also you have to eat. So Honorable Jerry also gave up 2,000 $11 contribution. So the issue of the class activity, even the question to well organized, when it comes to even the preparing of the communication, our decent brother here say they also contribute to it. So the issue of the class is not restricted to any politician. Some also of them might be one, but today some of our community understand different ways. You guys are bad, you guys are typical. Is that your side? I will not attack you because you're political side. No. So that argument is very lazy. This is why we suspended the activity of the class. We told you so, but we don't go take our side as a class. When we're taking side, we might believe when we went as an individual, because we believe in the ideology of my belief when it's not in the class. So the issue because it's not important.
0777 997 0777 797 is the number to put you through. Call and be a part of the discussion this afternoon. Listen to the guys
I expect them at least to be neutral, to invite politicians to come and go. But you take one side of the story now, you still a dream and aspiration of the intellectual player. Because no one will find trust, no one will find out respect in you and you will say, oh, there's going to there will be protection. Because once you take part of the story now, publicly, people will start to be judgmental. So for me personally, I was not expecting them to publicly take that. Because that intellectual class is a bigger problem and start inviting a lot of dignitaries to come and question. When you critique them, you will be a public issue. That's why they are contained by to do the level of the level of territory. When they are established contained by they were doing further. They come up and say, issue about policy is discussing all meeting any school on top. Issue about education is discussing. When the government went in the interest of the people, at that time, they Musa and that of Terence Dolo and all of those guys who are containing by the cross cut fit. It is that's why you see the elevation to the back of state Musa to be serving and faithful superintendent of Nimba State. But you establish that intellectual class now, you let the whole dream of the intellectual class and produce it in our politics. So now, we don't have a really neutral intellectual era in Saclepea. Most often we'll go in Uganda, we have the intellectual forum in Uganda. We have another intellectual forum in Uganda that is invite stakeholders to come and answer questions.
All right.
There is no establish that intellectual forum for me. I was expecting them to be very neutral.
All right.
It was a neutral body to be taking people.
All right, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you.
So much for affording me the opportunity, and I just want to applaud them for coming in today so that at least we can raise some of those issues. Because if that's when the people got to laugh, it will be very powerful. So we can't be bringing us and say that, oh, they're our brother, and we are not raising those issues today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Brooks. Thank you. All right.
These are guys who are potential in this community. I just want to applaud them for that brilliant idea.
All right, Brooks, you can take all the time, right? Let's talk to the next caller. Hello, caller. All right.
Let them keep the courage. Let them don't take the decision of God. Once you are in a public sector, when you want to provide information for the masses, you need to be someone who is a true scholar. That's why that is just a key way of generation. Once you are doing this, you first cut the space, you balance the information. Because when you are in a international class, when people bring in information, at least you balance it. On the other hand, that's what many of sophisticated person when you are handling a program. So thank you so much for putting this opportunity to go here.
Thank you, Brooks. 0777777 0777777 is the number to put you through this afternoon on the talking point. 0777777 call and be a part of the discussion this afternoon. Listen to the guys from the intellectual class of district number 7, and of course, giving us update, telling us more about the class and what I feel. 077777997 is the number to put you through this afternoon call and participate on the talking point. Let's make it interactive. Those of you that are calling, that want to join us from the Facebook page. Matthew, I think you can pin the WhatsApp number
Yeah, so
there so that we'll be able to.
the call and WhatsApp number.
So Matthew will pin the WhatsApp number sooner, and then you can call on it to be a part of the talking point this afternoon. 077777997 0777777 Our baseline is like giving us a bit of problem. Oh my God! But that's it. 0777777 is the number to put you through VIX afternoon. 0777777 call and participate this afternoon on the talking point. Let's take this theme song as we await your call a bit, and then in a moment we'll go to our studio guest.
Gubana, 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 gubana,
gubana. 5 minutes up to 4 o'clock. And of course, we have run out of time. 0777777. So we are still accepting your call. Sorry, our baseline is like giving us a bit of problem. But I think we'll move to, while we are still accepting calls, we'll also move to the guys in studio because there were so many issues that Brooks touched, that Brooks made mention of. We will go to them in studio 2 to address themselves to those issues while we stay with callers, and then we get back. So, guys, it's up to you. You listen to Brooks.
Yeah, thank you. And from a while, I listened to my friend and brother from a book. I think he said it all. For time limitation, let me also appreciate you guys for the invite. And we have so many.
Okay, let's hold you there and talk to this caller. Good afternoon and welcome to Talking Point.
Good afternoon. This is Baptist Africa.
Baptist Africa, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Let me say thanks to them. Yes. It's a good thing that we were able to come out to people friendly issues, because sometimes society is a that talent needs consent. So we did well by enjoying that community and what is able to do in a particular cultural period. But what I just want to caution a bit about is that sometimes society is difficult to draw the line between the action of the leaders and then the role or position of the institution. So maybe they can follow the to that and see how they can adjust themselves. And even as people are expressing their concerns
I feel it should be a little bit moderate, in addressing people who got issues that are flagging. But I think it's people are saying kind of harsh about talking about how people they got told all of you got people who I mean they just have to be a little bit moderate in addressing the issue. But it's a political action and they can only try as much as possible to be tolerant in addressing the issues of others. I don't have much to say. I can just say thank you for now. Good day.
Thank you, Bapage. Bapage Africa. So it's up to you guys. We have about 3 minutes to go. Get just those views quickly and wrap up within 3 minutes.
Thank you,
Let's hold
Uriah.
you there again. We have to do justice to this person. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. How you doing?
Final chief, your name and where have you joined us from?
I'm Justin Gonzalo Tomio. I'm joining you from my resident in Ghana.
Justin, welcome to the talking point this afternoon.
So, thank you for the show this afternoon. So, I like went down, up and down my radio. I tried getting rid of satellite. I said, wow, I need my district this afternoon. So, I didn't appreciate the guys in the studio for their deliberation. Although I didn't get the radio from the start, but in my mind, we are talking about their organization that is been formulated that will get the voices of our leaders to our people. Getting kind of organization in our district is a good thing. But one of the things is most of our young guys will go and then formulate this kind of organization for their self gain. So if their intention will not be for that, there will be a good thing for us. Because having the kind of organization that will speak like that will serve as voices of the voiceless, then at the end of the day, it boils down to one politician that will get value overnight. When having our society, they didn't really define the role of the young people activities well. Because that's what when politicians are speaking, they will say, young people are using, I won't say. On grounds that when you come on certain things, depend on you that you will do it to the end, but at the end of the day, someone will just kind of pick you over at the end of the day. That is being an aspiration of the masses. So we just want to cause them to be focused, that they continue. And then when you have a shortcoming, there are other people that will hang you instead of being a buyer to one politician. So I appreciate them so much.
Thank you so much, Justin. It was a pleasure. Justin Gonto Samuel.
It's like Aaron down on the top.
Yeah, Aaron, try put Aaron from the WhatsApp. Aaron was like trying to get to us via the WhatsApp. But we are running out of time. Roughly, it's 4 o'clock.
So Aaron, I think Aaron is busy. Yeah, so
it's 4 o'clock. Gentlemen, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, Uriah, let me say thank you and thank you to your co-host, Matthew. So, like the caller regularly said, firstly, I want to speak to
Aaron Dan is live from the United States. Aaron, good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Point.
Yeah, good afternoon, Matthew.
yeah.
Good afternoon to your studio guest.
Yeah, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, I want to appreciate your studio guest and also appreciate for Nimba for putting their trust. You see, our young people need to come together and start undermining each other like some of them. This is not time to undermine each other. This is the time that we can come together to put government feet to fire. Like you see, recently I see people posting celebrating like time where is giving the scholarship for financial aid to people. This are not things that, in fact, these are not law. Let our young people come together and put our lawmakers feet to fire so that they can bring law in the interest of our people. Somebody giving financial aid to 2 people. If the law says each lawmaker should sponsor 100 students, when that lawmaker is not there or you're not prepared for that lawmaker. But if you guys are every day coming to see to criticize each other, to try to undermine each other's leadership at the end of the day, know that the person you undermine today, the space that you will not be there, you not let to be undermined by somebody. At least when somebody wrong you or when somebody run at this petition, your duty is to correct the person because they are using it. People are just talk to them because you have them. But you come to petty. If you meet somebody who have them for them 50,000 more about this, there's no point. If get on your feet and go and get your own. If you wish is good, if you wish is easy. But man, you want your law make up to fire you. Still that will make law. Who can make law in each of the citizens? Who some of them even 10, 15 students, but 50 students send them to school. It's not law. Anything that is not done by law is not legally done at all. But let the people make law that when you let your lawmaker be able to send 10 person for international scholarship for 6 years, that law will be there. When that 10 students come from there, that 10 students will not be a favor to the lawmaker. The money will be there, the budget will be by will be sent by the government. Let the lawmaker make law. Like in our university and colleges in the country, when lawmakers are elected, you are entitled to send 100 students for 6 years. Now that budget will be there by the government. You will be a better, you not be beyond some. Even the journalists, the reason why sometimes election, people go to political journalists, because the people are not making law in your interest. They are only there to add what they have. And our young people are not coming together to see reason to put people feet to fire, but they are there to mind each other. Let us stop the thing and do that. They are the future leaders, they are the one that can stay for our young people. Thank you for giving me all the data.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's up to you guys. We are already roughly out of time.
Yeah, you're right to conclude because of time limitation. And let me appreciate you guys so much for this invite. And also I want to appreciate all of the callers and especially my friend and brother from the Bros to Razia and all of the callers who make a contribution. Now we said from the intro, the class will remain independent. The class is not in support of any politician, an individual. To make it very clear that during the course of the election process, the activity of the class was suspended. Members within the class can take their side as an individual. It's not a class. Nobody would go today and say, oh, there's a fact again, or there's a proof that class endorsed a candidate or might be one. No. Members within the class took their side during the electoral process. So I don't want anybody to give more information to the public that the class is supporting an individual or politician. This is very, very critical. Today, even yesterday, we appear to make it very clear. Nationally, we give our side related to the Supreme Court ruling. We said that we are asking this government to adhere to the Supreme Court ruling so that we can move our country forward. So the class is not paying attention to any politician. We say for the vote, we are pressure group. If honorability go wrong today in this way, we fleck it out. If anybody go wrong in this way, we fleck it out. So the issue of the member of the class taking side, I don't want for anybody to just bring information, oh, the class taking side. No. Today, coming from even far the Federation of Liberian Youth, coming from there, they took us out the individual. It's not a federation. The Nimba Youth movement heard about Winston Lamarck. In Toke side was supporting on Okoga as an individual. There are so many youth organizations in the country, even in the district that can take side, or that can take the individual can take that side. But the class never took side to support any politician. I don't want anybody to get that information. So we are thanking for the invite. We are calling both the rest of the country to work together. Despite politics, put your political affiliation aside. Let's work together, young people. This is why we always tell young people, oh, Jerome, we gather into discourse. Let's put politics aside in discourse, but affecting the young people in the district. It should be our argument. It's not about politics, who this, who that. So the class remain frame, the class remain the voice of the voiceless, the class remain the under pressure group, the big care pressure group in the district. At any attempt to play with our young people or to play with the city of district number 7, the class will go for you positively and constructively. We engage the issue to see how best the young people can be prioritized in the district. So thank you very much for your invite, and we are waiting anytime to see how best we reflect the issue. So thank you. I'm Sarah Sangara Doro.
Thank you. I want to use your platform to appreciate my friend Bello Bodawazia, and also appreciate my big brother, Sarah State Jr., and other callers who contributed to the show. But what I can say to my brother Bodawazia is that the issue of neutrality don't exist in politics. Even the journalists, they have their share. The military personnel, they have their share. But they will never voice it out, but they will do a covert. So what we can say is that we, from the angle of the class, we are always prepared to flag out issues that is confronting our people. And to just disclose this, Uriah, our next argument will be the issue of the war and economic crime code, where we'll be taking the issue on all of the radio stations in Nimba. So again, I want to appreciate you and your coach, Matthew Kona, for inviting us on this platform. His name is Abba Dekwana Yella, the chairperson of the biggest pressure group in Digital 7, the intellectual class of Digital 7, the RCD. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I love the part I say the biggest. Yeah. So yeah, at times we have to call those guys in studio to see how best they can address some of those issues that's affecting the community. We are out of time.
Okay, it was a good discussion today. I say many thanks to them. They are intellectually good, and I appreciate them for the time. We'll be here tomorrow again. We'll go for the weekend tomorrow, and we'll return on Monday to be back on the topic. Thank you. My name is Matthew. Matthew Kora is my name. Thank you so much. Bye.
What a beautiful and a wonderful conversation this afternoon on the talking point. As I stand, we are out of time roughly. Tomorrow probably we'll be looking into the issue of the Supreme Court ruling, and we will be looking at upcoming decision by this embattled Speaker Kofa. And it's been a wonderful time in your company since 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then Uriah Gua. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time. Bye-bye. Good evening. Be at yourself.